Have you ever wondered what type of exotic animals there are out there that you could potentially have the chance to own as a pet? I mean, I know some people just stick to the usual pets like dogs and cats and maybe some reptiles, but then there's these kinds of people who feel the need to take things a step further and try their own type of animal that nobody has or rarely has owned. For those of you that fall in the latter, stick around for this entire video. We got you. Just watch this and we will surely show you some out-of-the-ordinary types of pets you can consider owning. Welcome back to another episode of For Real, your go-to source for all things you would like to see firsthand. Imagine experiencing and actually going to live it and make memories for yourself. Be for real, see it for real. Today, we will be revealing our lineup of 10 cute exotic animals you can own as pets, from hedgehogs to chinchillas. Again, watch till the end because you won't want to miss one of these amazing exotic animals we're about to reveal. Number 1 will blow your mind. Alright, shall we see? Let's begin. Number 10. Fennec fox. Oh wow, we didn't even know about these until recently. Who would have thought there was such thing as a mini fox? Fennec foxes are known as the smallest foxes in the entire world and borrow behavior traits from both cats and dogs. Due to this reason, they're considered a great exotic pet. As adults, they reach up to 4 pounds in weight, which is not much, so they're okay for smaller households. They live up to 15 years and are caring animals. They like to play a lot, have similar traits to dogs, but also have the independence of a cat. Usually legal to own in most US states, but there are a few like Missouri, Minnesota, and Washington where they are illegal. Fennec foxes are very sociable animals if trained from a young age, so they make for perfect furry friends. Just make sure you keep up the pace with their seemingly infinite energy. Hold on, before we move on, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Some blessings will surely be coming your way if you do. Alright, let's continue. Number 9. Serval cat. This one sounds exotic already, like back in ancient times or something. It just has that ring to it, you know? Cat lovers will surely love this wild beauty. Servals are African mid-sized cats that are accustomed to warm climates and open wide spaces. Pet owners should build a moderate amount of space for their exotic cat to feel at home. Servals require lots of daily exercise and they love to play. They're even capable of being litter trained if you start early. Servals are legal to own in many US states such as Texas, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Maine, and Nevada. Depending on which state you live in, it's always best to check this information ahead of time. For those who would like to have a leopard or a cheetah as a pet, the serval cat is their best option. It's like a miniature leopard, due to their extremely famous fur. Their fur comes in plenty of patterns and colors, so you can find them in brown, silver, snow, or even blue. The serval cats are active animals, so you'll get to play and get tired a lot. That on a daily basis. They are very sociable creatures, so they tend to get along with other furry members in the family, so no need to worry if you've got more friends like that at home. Number 8. Chimpanzee. Oh, everyone knows this one. Monkey lovers, where you at? For monkey lovers, the chimpanzee is an awesome exotic pet to own. Having spent much of their time in African rainforests, pet owners should invest in a large enclosure for the animal to play in. Chimps grow up to 7 feet tall and are incredibly strong. Their dietary needs can vary, but they have been traditionally known as omnivores. Chimps enjoy feeding on plants and fruits. Bananas are their favorite. Chimpanzees, however, are illegal to own in most states. The few states that allow ownership of chimps with a valid license are Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and North Dakota. As adorable as they might be, chimpanzees can be difficult as pets. They live up to 50 years or more, so make sure you can commit yourself to such a long period of time. A mature male chimp will grow up to 150 pounds and can be twice as strong as a human being, sometimes even stronger. Number 7. Hedgehog. Ring a bell? I know some of you know where I'm going with this. Alright, let me go ahead and spill the beans. I'm talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a game starring a super famous blue hedgehog who's always kicking the evil villains' butts with his superpower abilities like super speed, enhanced stamina, and acrobatic skills. Alright, back to reality. The real-life Hedgie. The hedgehog is a genuine cutie, but this nocturnal creature will be up all night spinning its wheel while you're trying to sleep. Oh yeah, that's one thing we must warn you about. They do curl up into balls like Sonic the Hedgehog game, and they certainly don't meet the cuddle criteria. Hedgehogs are little, cute, adorable, and make for special pets. One of the most common breed found as pets is the African pygmy hedgehog. They've got an average lifespan of up to 10 years if cared for properly. And caring for one is similar to caring for a hamster or a guinea pig. All they need is a cage, food, water, and a nice place to hide, and a little toilet. Just make sure you're a night owl because hedgehogs are night creatures. Number 6. Chinchilla. Really awesome name, isn't it? Makes me kind of want one. Chinchillas are joining the ranks among other purse pets. These adorable mammals hail from the beautiful Andes Mountains of South America and were named after the Chincha people. Chinchillas are accustomed to warm weather and open spaces, meaning they are very active and energetic. Make sure to keep them entertained throughout the day. Chinchillas also require a lot of dental care since their teeth never stop growing. Pellets and hay make great food sources. These cuddly mammals are legal to own in most US states, such as North Dakota, California, Delaware, and Hawaii. Some states may require a permit though. Chinchillas are rodents as well and are known for being among the more destructive ones. Due to this matter, you've got to be sure you've got the expertise and enough patience when considering buying one. While they're not cuddly animals, they do love to run around and play like crazy. That's until they get bored, and they do quite easily, so you'll need to provide them with lots of fun things to do. Number 5. Wallaby. I'd say we can call them little furry ninjas. You don't want to get caught slipping messing around with one of these full-grown things in the wild or a kangaroo. You might get a kick out of it, like literally. In fact, the wallaby looks so much like a kangaroo, so that's how they got their nickname as mini kangaroos. Very common in Australia, they can be seen in other parts of the world as exotic pets. A wallaby needs a lot of outdoor space, so you need to make sure you've got it before getting one. Due to that, in some cities, they're considered illegal to own, so check that out as well. They can grow up to 40 inches in height and weigh somewhere around 50 pounds. So they're smaller than a kangaroo, but will jump around just as happily and reach impressive speeds as well. Make sure your fences are up to the task of keeping them inside. Number 4. Axolotl. What in the world? Bet this one has you real curious. Axolotls are large salamanders that come from the nearly dry lakes of Xochimilco and Calco in Mexico City, Mexico. These exotic animals spend their entire lives in water, never coming onto land. An adult axolotl requires a 20-gallon aquarium due to the large amount of waste they produce. Like most amphibians, axolotls require minimal lighting and prefer the dark. In the wild, axolotls feed on snails, worms, crustaceans, small fish, and small amphibians. In captivity, they can be fed a variety of brine shrimp, small strips of beef or liver, earthworms, bloodworms, tubifex worms, other frozen fish foods, and commercial fish pellets. A notable characteristic of axolotls is their regenerative powers. Pretty cool, huh? In the case of injuries that aren't life-threatening, they're able to regrow their limbs, tail, and even other body parts, such as heart and eye tissue. This animal is really giving me some X-Men vibes, like really. Axolotls tend to eat large earthworms and bloodworm cubes. Axolotls are legal to own everywhere in the US except for California, Maine, New Jersey, and Virginia. However, it is a crime to import them from out of state. Number 3. Burmese python. Now we're really getting onto the extreme side of pets. Warning, I must say, the Burmese python is not for everyone. Surely not for the faint of heart. Frightening as it looks, the Burmese python is actually among the most docile snakes around. They are usually in a good disposition, and they only need simple care, so it's an easy choice to make. That's if you love reptiles. One thing you need to consider though is their potential size. They can grow quite large, sometimes in excess of 20 feet and weigh over 250 pounds. Think twice if you've got the heart and the space for such an exotic pet. The most important consideration when choosing a Burmese python is whether or not you have the time, space, and patience to care for it. Many owners become overwhelmed, resulting in captive bred pythons being released into the wild. This is illegal. You can expect to pay $300 for hatchlings or juveniles and up to $20,000 for rare, uniquely patterned adults, morphs, or proven breeders. Number 2. The Hyacinth macaw. Wait, what? Oh, it's just one of those fancy names for a type of parrot. Parrots make for interactive house pets, as they are very vocal and comical. The Hyacinth macaw, also known as the blue parrot, certainly enjoys the company of others. However, the South American bird's overall largeness can be quite a bit of a handful when it comes to care. Owners may have to shop for a custom-made cage and invest in a high vegetarian diet. Purchasing the bird isn't cheap either. These beauties cost anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 easily. The Hyacinth macaw can be owned in most US states, so long as they are not imported. In the wild, hyacinth macaws primarily feed on fruit, green vegetation, and nuts, especially the nuts from the Acuri and Bocaiva palms. Its strong beak can even crack coconuts. In captivity, they do well on a diet of fruits, vegetables, leafy greens, and plenty of nuts, particularly the macadamia nut, as they require more carbohydrates than other parrot species. Number 1. The bearded dragon. Saved the best for last, of course. When it comes to lizards, there are several exotic species you can find in the wild. The bearded dragon, for example, is a desert lizard of the Great Australian Outback. In contrast to most exotic animals, bearded dragons have needs that are rather simple and easy to follow. The desert lizard is an omnivore and requires artificial sunlight and sand to reflect their natural habitat. Oddly enough, bearded dragons are becoming popular among household pets in the US and are legal in most states. Who knew there were so many reptile lovers? All the time that goes into caring for a bearded dragon is worth the effort if you're looking for an easygoing and friendly reptile. Bearded dragons are considered one of the best reptile pets due to their good-natured disposition and mild temperament. For that reason, they generally adapt well to their human caretakers. Once your bearded dragon becomes acclimated to his new home, he'll enjoy your company and even scurry to the front of his tank to greet you. Your dragon might display fascinating behavior, such as arm waving. Arm waving entails lifting one of his front legs and waving it in the air, a form of communication believed to show submission. Now that's just amazing. Which of these 10 cute exotic animals would you like to own as a pet? Which ones would you like to see us talk about in the future? Comment down below. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching 4-Wheelers. Hey, are you a 4-Wheeler yet? If not, what in the world? Join the movement. If you haven't already, click the subscribe, ring the bell to get notified, and let the world know that you too are a 4-Wheeler. Stay safe till next time.